Well, since we're doing Greentext spoops, be working as security guard. Armed with a taser, a baton, the whole works. Have to make my bones into company by doing overnight patrol route. Catched a route no one ever wants. Includes one haunted apartment building, abandoned shopping center, and a fun little drive through a privately owned canyon in the foothills. Being the FNG, nobody warns me about any of this stuff. Just post orders, a car, and get a move on. Get to apartment building and grab keys to turn off elevator and lock laundry room. Place is known locally for suicides, murders, and is just really old. On ground floor, lock up laundry room at the end of a creepy hallway. There's no other doors. Look down the hall real quick and turn back. Hello. Holy hell, where did you come from? Olive-skinned girl about 18 to 20 years old. Long dark hair. Wearing what I can only describe as a long gray pillowcase. With a hole for head and arms cut. She's barefoot. Smiles. So beautiful. And also sad. Recover my composure and grin with a good officer-friendly, "Good evening, ma'am." Turn my head and shake the doorknob for the laundry room. And as I turn back to exchange further pleasantries, gone. Only door from hallway is laundry room that I just locked. Only way out is past me, down a 30 to 40 foot hallway, and back out into the building foyer. What to myself a second, then note back down the hall. Make it to foyer and call the elevator ride to top before turning it off and locking it. Client's rules, not mine. Clunker even had one of those old-timey accordion gates inside. Turn to start walking down the hallway to stairwell. Door at far end of hallway is open. Not wide open, but just enough to see inside. Remember client note to lock door if ever found open. Grumble, grumble, born in a barn. Stick my head in doorway to make sure room is empty before closing. Room is bare, hardwood floor, and faded wallpaper. Single small window lets moonlight in. Take a step into the room because I feel like someone is in there. Take another step in, grab out flashlight. Literally a small studio with a single window. Nothing else. What the fucking all over, cause I never feel like this. Look up at ceiling and see crossbeam of building cutting across the room. As I stare up at it, there's a sudden tightening feeling on my throat. Wave of overwhelming despair crushes my chest. Feel like a rope is constricting my airway. The room suddenly rushes into an icy cold. Stumble backward, catch my heel on doorframe, and land on my ass out in the hallway. Door which I had opened wide to look into the room, slams shut. The lock clicks. Fuck no. Spiral down all 5 flights of stairs and out onto the street before I know it. Turn to look up at the building. Dark-haired girl from laundry hallway is looking down at me with that smile from the top floor room, backlit by a lamp. Turns away from the window. The light goes out. It took me an hour and half a pack of cigarettes to marshal myself into driving again. Talked to my friend in the company afterward, and he apologized. Said he would have warned me if he knew that I got the route. All the old-timers know not to check the room. Said if it does get found open, there was a stick with a hook on it in a closet down the hall to pull the door closed. No one ever tries to lock it. Well, fuck me. On that note, a few weeks later, have to do patrol through privately owned canyon. Got warned by work bro about this one. Firearm required patrol hit. Doesn't make sense. Road through canyon comes off suburban street. Canyon entry blocked to public by a chain link fence and massive steel gate. Literally 20 foot tall, 40 foot wide, 3-inch thick steel gate. Around the office is referred to as Jurassic Park account. Client demands armed guard patrol up to dead end and road and back down. Issues cited being reports of prowlers, suspicious noises, and transients. No shit. Briefing papers literally had transients in quotes. Should have known then. So, FNG, me, goes to account, opens chain link and drives in, shuts chain link. Muscle open Jurassic Park gate, start driving up into canyon. Mind you, it's about 1 a.m., it's pitch black. Driving 5 miles per hour with a car lit up like I'm signaling to space. Cliffs on one side, rock face on another. Opens to area with scrub woods on one side. Start a moment before realizing shape up ahead is a deer. Tunnel, like the tunnel everyone uses in Bunnyman creepypasta. Drive in a tunnel, handgun in lap at this point. Fuck. Drive out and think, I hear scuffle from around the bend in the road ahead. Twigs snapping, leaves rustling along the road next to my car. Turn spotlight towards weird shadow that pops out a moment. Bro, I'm not reading that. Please be a deer. The rictus visage of a humanoid gray skin. Beady eyes, no clothing. Skeletal almost. Head snaps up and shields its eyes from spotlight before yanking broken deer carcass behind the tree. Open door, gun pointed, screaming for it to come out. Silence. Fuck. Get back in car, drive down to Jurassic Park gate, and call partner. Partner calls boss. Boss calls me an idiot and calls client. Client demands my number from boss and calls me, has me explain. Gets really excited and tells me to lock Jurassic Park gate and fuck off most expeditiously. Whatever you say. Client put phone down but doesn't hang up right away. Hear yelling that the guard company found it, near the tunnel. Click. At the end of the month, client closed the contract and paid out remaining fees and breach penalties like it was nothing. I ended up signing NDA and getting a $500 bonus. And called an idiot by my boss again. When driving with work buddy to find Jurassic Park gate again about 6 months ago. My face when we pulled up, and the gate is gone, the chain link fence is gone, and the road is open. Cuts all the way from one road, up through the tunnel, and down into another neighborhood. God fucking damn it, that job sucked. Okay, doozy story. Driving patrol route about 2 to 3 months after Jurassic Park account incident. Get call from work buddy. Says he's working another route that night. And got a call from the boss that the alarm is going off at an abandoned strip mall that we service. Fug it, patrol driving sucks, so I'm rolling. Get there just after buddy. Let's call him Tiny, completely for irony's sake. Tiny waits for me to hop out of car and unlocks the gate. Fucking place must have had a space theme or something when they designed it. All white facade, curves, and angles. 2-story plaza with stairs, elevator, and walkway. Anyway, we go around, pull a couple doors. Nothing's looking broken. Suddenly, my phone rings. Gives us both a start. It's the boss. Literally yells, "What the fuck did you do?" as soon as I pick up. Pulled on doors, boss. Honest. He goes into a tirade about a client calling him saying the fire alarm is on, the break-in alarm is triggered from all sensors, and the elevator entrapment alarm is going off on his setup at home. The site is dead quiet. Work buddy gets on the phone and tells boss to get off my back, that nothing's going on, and the client system must be fucked. Hands me back the phone and boss says he doesn't give a fuck. If anything is broken, I'm fired. Hangs up on me. I start taking pictures as work buddy opens security/breaker closet. Elevator at the end of the walkway dings and opens. Pitch black inside the elevator car. Both shine lights in the car. Doesn't break the dark. Can't even see the back of the car. Tiny draws gun, walks towards the elevator with it hanging down by his leg. I say his name real slow with a question mark at the end as I draw too. Just as he's about to step into the black void of where the car should be, cell phone rings again, and he snaps out of whatever funk pool fugue state that he was in. Literally jumps 3 feet in the air and yells in shock. Retreats away from elevator, pointing gun. Elevator doors slam shut, and elevator dings. Display showing it's descending to the basement. Tiny looks pissed and says, "That thing tried to eat me." Waves for me to follow and runs downstairs the basement. Elevator is waiting. Doors are closed. Hits the open button and steps back, gun leveled. Doors ding, open, and a black, gaping maw that sucks up our flashlights. I'm at nope factor 10 and shaking like a leaf. Tiny pulls a chemlight stick out of his thigh pouch. Don't ask me. Dude carried a knife, a lighter, chemlights, tourniquet, first aid kit, and extra magazine in his rig that he had on his thigh. He was a total mall ninja until he produced exactly what you needed, every time. Cracks it, gives it a shake, and underhands it in. No thud from hitting back wall. Nothing. The light just disappears. Elevator dings and doors shut again. Tiny races over and slaps the button to call it open again, then takes his stance again. Ding. Doors roll open. Fluorescent light, dark wood paneling, handrails, white tile floor. Elevator car greets us. I exhale, "What in the fuck?" Tiny puts his gun away and scratches his head. He's beyond his depth as we peek our heads in. I look up and spot a small camera in the corner and suggest looking at the tapes. Might want to clarify one point. When the lights came back on in the elevator car, the chem light was not there. We never found it after. We mosey our way back up to level 2 and take a look at the CCTV display. This is where it gets even weirder. Shows us walking around until elevator doors open. Feed from inside the elevator cuts to static just before the doors open. Comes back on later, probably when they open again with everything back to normal. Camera pointed down hallway just shows me facing toward the elevator, with security room door open behind me. Camera pointed at elevator area shows doors open on blackness, but angle is tight enough that you can't see Tiny. No camera pointed at elevator in the basement. Tiny suggests I back up the footage further. Nothing's all over. Camera inside elevator cuts out here and there, but nothing else. Suddenly remember phone call that saved Tiny's ass. Check cell phone. Missed call from boss, who when called back, calls me an idiot. We lock up and Tiny goes to make report to client via email. Elevator dings and doors open on inky blankness. Holy fucking nope. Run back to cars, take off. Tiny files report that alarms triggered by a coyote that got in through the fence. Client buys the story. Every time there's an alarm after that, we yank the gates, pull the doors, and then hightail it. As long as the fucking place didn't burn down, we didn't care. The client demoed the place the same year, and built shitty apartments on the site. Seriously though, fuck that job.